I'm Kelsey from the Sewing Studio Fabric Superstore, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to do machine applique. This is the project we're going to be teaching you machine applique on today. As you can see, it's a split anchor with red fabric on a fun anchor towel. There are basically 3 steps to machine applique. The first step is going to be your placement stitch. You can see I've already hooped my towel with some tearaway stabilizer in the back. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it in the machine and get it ready for the placement stitch. So I've put my USB stick into the USB port of this machine. I've pulled up my design, and now I'm ready to do the first step, which is the placement stitch. We'll go ahead and press start. Keep in mind, I purchased this machine applique design from an embroidery website online. It comes digitized with the appropriate steps to stitch out an applique. Alright, so as you can see here, step 1 is complete, and I have myself a placement stitch. This placement stitch tells me where I need to lay my red fabric for my anchor. This is where the red fabric is going to go. It's going to get tacked down there. Prior to this, I ironed on some Heat and Bond Light. This is a product that I will explain the importance of later. But for now, I'm going to take the paper off and set my red fabric in place. Now we'll start step 2, the tack down stitch. Yay, so step 2 is complete. Now, before we start step 3, I need to take my hoop out of the machine and cut away all the excess fabric around my tack down stitch. So as I'm cutting away the fabric, I wanted to point out my favorite scissors that I use for applique. They are the duck-billed applique scissors by Havel. They have this great big duck bill, as they call it, and it allows me to get very close to my stitching without cutting through them. So I'm going to go ahead and trim away. Alright, so I have finished trimming off the excess fabric. I'm very happy with how close I got to my stitching. That means I'm going to have a really nice satin stitch for step 3. For those of you who don't know what a satin stitch is, it's the beauty stitch. It's the final stitch that we're going to see. Let's go ahead and start step 3. Okay, so my satin stitch, which is step 3, is done, and I love how it looks. I just have to cut this jump stitch here. And then the very last step are these bars that are going to hold the word welcome. So we're going to go ahead and let that stitch out. Yay, my applique is finished. I love how it turned out. All I have to do now is give it a quick press. Remember that Heat and Bond I told you I put behind the red fabric? That Heat and Bond is going to adhere to the towel when I press it, so that when I go to wash this towel in the future, there won't be any puckering of the fabric. Alright everybody, thanks for watching my tutorial. For in-store classes, go to our website. It's www.sewing.net.